Have you ever wondered why, after a spiritual awakening, your motivation just disappears? Before awakening, maybe you were filled with goals, dreams, and an inner fire pushing you forward. But suddenly, after you wake up, you look at the same life and everything feels different. Not better, not worse, just emptier. The dreams that once excited you, they feel like they belong to someone else. The plans you made, too small, too meaningless. You feel like a balloon with all the air let out. And that emptiness, it terrifies people. They ask, why don't I care anymore? Where did my passion go? Am I broken? You're not broken. You're being realigned. See, before awakening, most of your motivation came from the ego. And that's not an insult, it's just conditioning. We're taught from childhood, be somebody, be impressive, be admired. So we chase goals, achievements, recognition. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Most of that drive isn't fueled by joy. It's fueled by fear. Fear of not being enough. Fear of being rejected. Fear of being unloved. So yes, it looked like ambition, but underneath, it was survival. And then awakening comes along, and it shines a light right through the illusion. Suddenly, the things you thought mattered, you see right through them, and you can't run on that same fuel anymore. It's like waking up from a dream where you were running a race and realizing the race was never real in the first place. That's why so many people hit what's called the void. You're no longer the old self, but the new self hasn't fully arrived. It feels like standing in the dark, aimless, waiting, and the mind panics in that silence. So it tries to go back, grabbing self-help books, routines, productivity hacks. But no matter what you try, the old engine won't restart, because the truth is, it's gone. And forcing it back is like plugging a new system into an old power source. It just doesn't work. But here's the good news. Your motivation didn't disappear. It's transforming. The new motivation doesn't roar like ambition. It whispers like intuition. It doesn't come from pressure. It flows from peace. It's not about chasing. It's about following a quiet pull, like the tide pulling the waves. You create not to impress, but because your soul wants to express. You help not for praise, but because love is pouring through you. You speak not to convince, but because truth wants a voice. This new motivation comes from alignment, from presence, from love. So how do you reconnect? First, stop looking out there. Purpose is not something you find. It reveals itself when you stop trying to be someone. Second, follow peace. Not adrenaline, not hype. Peace. What calms your nervous system? That's your compass. Third, stay curious. Gently ask yourself, if I wasn't trying to prove anything today, what would I do? Sometimes the answer is surprisingly simple. Finally, serve. Not to look good, not to earn points, but because giving reminds you of your wholeness. Awakening isn't always feeling high vibe. Some days you'll feel deeply connected. Other days you'll feel lost. Both are sacred. Eventually, something shifts. You stop searching for purpose and realize you are the purpose. Your presence, your awareness, the peace you carry, the love you radiate. And from that space, action flows naturally. You don't force it. You don't chase it. It just happens. So if you've lost motivation after awakening, don't panic. Don't try to fix yourself. You're not broken. You're being rewired. Your old fire burned out so a brighter flame could take its place. And when it does, you'll see. The emptiness wasn't a curse, it was grace. Because only when you stop chasing can you finally live.